Everyone, Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. But before I start my presentation, I have a really wonderful news for all of you. There is a brother sitting amongst here today, and he came here today because he wanted to become a Muslim. Allahu Akbar.
Allahu Akbar.
And that brother is Brother Kirk, and I would like to invite him over here. And it's a wonderful story, by the way. It's a wonderful story. About 2 years ago, my mother was sick with a stroke in the hospital, Swedish hospital. Assalamu alaikum. And I used to go and visit, sometimes stay with her, and I used to converse with some of the staff members of the hospital, right? I mean, obviously, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala sent my mother there so I can do dawah to them, right? That's how I see the situation. So one of those brothers who was introduced to me was Brother Kirk himself, and it was like many years, right? 2+ years. And then I forgot about him. Then 2 days ago, I received a call saying that, Dr. Sabeel, do you remember me? I'm Kirk that you met, and you conveyed the message. I was thinking, yes, I remember you, yes, alhamdulillah. And then he said, I have been looking into Islam, pondering about Islam, thinking about Islam, and now I'm ready to embrace Islam.
Allahu Akbar.
So Brother Kirk is here. I want to also get a really quick to your testimonial that what in Islam interested you the most?
Well, most of my life, my whole life, I was under the Christian faith because that's what my parents were. So I adopted that. I adopted that from birth. But as I got older, I started seeing things that were, contradictions that I didn't understand was happening after reading the Bible, and I thought there has to be another way, And I was talking to some friends of mine that also work at the hospital that embrace Islam, and the principles that we would talk about just seems something that we really need today to embrace. The guidelines that the Quran has, to me, it brings people together. It gives you rules that you have to go by and you don't waver. And I think that's very important in today's time with everything that's going on in the world. You need something to go to that's concrete and real and not always compromised. And I just felt that that's what I was getting in other faith people compromising to make things fit their life. Instead, you need something to make you better, and I think Islam may be the way to do it. So I sought him out. I still had his number. I lost it, but I got it from a co-worker of mine, and I called him right away, and this all happened like within the last 48 hours, right?
Of course.
And it just so happens that the convention has been going on, started yesterday, and I'm like, it has to be from God. This has to be like from God, and that's why I'm here. And thank you so much.
So we went over the basics of Islam with the Brother Kirk, and we will give Sheikh Abdul Rahman the honor of reciting the Shahada, and Brother Kirk will repeat it, inshallah.
Assalamu alaikum once again. This is one of the biggest honor that we have as Muslims, to see that someone say the Shahada, and every time they do that, it makes our Iman stronger. And may Allah bless Brother Sabeel, because there are two guidance. One is the human guidance, وَإِنَّكَ لَتَهْدِي إِلَى صِرَاطٍ مُسْتَقِيمٍ. You guide to the straight path. And the other one is the guidance from Allah, that He opens the heart of that person. But the one who does the human guidance, it is better than this world and whatever it has. And I'm sure, Brother Sabeel, you have a lot of this in your books already. May Allah accept it from you and all of your team from Gain Peace, and may Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala accept this one as well in your good deeds of guiding someone to the faith. And so, Brother Kirk, you will repeat after me. And this statement is basically to testify that no one is worthy of worship but Allah. He is alone, He has no partner, and that you testify that Muhammad, peace be upon him, is Allah's true servant and final messenger. Okay? That's what it means. So I'll ask you a few questions and then we'll take the Shahada. I'm sure Brother Sabeel did that, but just for us here, in case you have to do the Shahada to anyone, you ask them a few questions like, do you believe that Allah is the creator of the heavens and the earth and whatever is between them?
Yes, I do.
Do you believe that Allah is alone and has no partner?
Yes.
Do you believe that the Quran is the final book of Allah to mankind?
Yes, I do.
Do you believe that Jesus, peace be upon him, is a prophet and servant of Allah?
Yes.
And you believe that Muhammad, peace be upon him, is the final servant, the true servant and final messenger of Allah?
Yes, I do.
Yes, okay. So you repeat after me. Okay. Ashhadu
Ashhadu
an
an
la ilaha
la ilaha
illallah
illallah
wahdahu
wahdahu
la
la
sharika la
sharika la
wa
wa
ashhadu
ashhadu
anna
anna
Muhammadan
Muhammadan
abduhu
abduhu
wa
wa
rasuluh.
rasuluh.
So you have testified that no one is worthy of worship but Allah. He is alone and has no partner, and you have borne testimony that Muhammad, peace be upon him, is his true servant and final messenger. With that, Brother Kirk, you have entered into Islam. Takbir! 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 One of the things that when you come to Islam, all your past errors are erased by Allah. So He gives you a fresh start. So now try to keep that page as clean as possible. Work towards understanding Allah, worshipping Allah, and don't allow challenges will come from your family, from friends, but this is the test of your faith. Keep it strong. May Allah help you. Assalamu alaikum. So let me.
Thank you, Lord. I love you.